Yo, YouTube, what is up? Radar25 back again with another video along with my co-host, my hermano, Club Guy Mike, Michael, Fuentemania.
What up, Mox?
A lot of shit people call him. He will go by it. But we're here back in today with another takeaway video. Today is going to be the 5 takeaways. 5 power lies takeaways from Monday Night Raw. From, what was the date? March 30th, right? March 30th, 2020.
5 special moments from the power lie episode. Yeah. So that's what we're calling the 5. When it's 5, it's special.
It's
for the power lies.
For the power lies. That's the name of the when we have 5 takeaways. But this was the go home show from Monday Night Raw because obviously WrestleMania is this weekend, and this is the go home episode, promo heavy show, which all the promos were tremendous in my opinion.
Really good.
They fucked everything up with the 2 squash matches that they put in there and the replays that they keep doing of matches that have already taken place.
It's incredible how they fill 3 hours of promos. Yeah. It really is a treat.
We'll get into that, guys. But, before we get into the video, I remind you guys, drop a like if you like this video and also the videos previous. Especially my Call of Duty one that I just dropped yesterday where I killed myself with my own truck.
Real smooth.
Smooth move there. So guys, drop likes on those videos, hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, then you're enjoying what you see. Hit that notification bell as well, so you guys aren't missing anything like the videos I'm dropping, Call of Duty, Fortnite, wrestling, and live streams, all that good stuff. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, links in that description below. As per usual, follow me on there so you guys aren't missing one thing that I'm dropping, any content that I'm throwing out there. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this video. 5 takeaways from Monday Night Raw. All right, guys, the show started with Undertaker looking like the American Badass version of the Undertaker.
Yep, no dead man here.
Yeah, and guys, this is takeaway number 1 of the night, just because how good this promo was. Now, when it comes to Undertaker you think more of the character, the matches, not his promos, because when he plays more into the Undertaker character, the mythical character, his promos are very slow with a lot of pauses in between.
And that deep voice.
And that deep raspy voice he likes to put when he says "rest in peace."
Yeah,
all that stuff like that.
I mean, I can't remember a promo that I ever heard from Taker where I was like, oh, wow, that was a great promo.
Mm-hmm,
so he's never, not that he's a bad promo. It's just like, it's
the character. Yeah, it's the character.
It's like, it's not a bad promo. I'm not trying to, kill the guy, but it's like, it's just never anything that special or monumental in his promos where you're just like, wow, I remember that promo.
Yeah. But this promo was really good because he played more grounded. He called AJ Allen Jones, which is, I believe is his government issued name.
Yep.
And basically, there was no light shed on what a Boneyard match is. I don't even think Undertaker even knew what it was, right?
No,
it seemed like he didn't know what the hell a Boneyard match was, but it was a very good promo because, he's talking about the guys he's taken down and how previously AJ said 15 years ago or 10 years ago he would not want to face the Undertaker, and he was like, damn right you wouldn't. He's talking about the line of guys he's taken out: Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Austin, Rock, Angle, all those guys. And basically saying that once AJ brought Michelle McCool into it, it made it personal, and it
got real.
Yeah, it got real at that point. So it was a real grounded, real promo. It felt like a more of a true to Mark Calloway's, more likely his actual personality, maybe. And it wasn't all that whole mythical Undertaker thing, which we've seen for years. And they're really playing this kind of real life angle with this whole story.
Dead Man Inc. style, really. We're going back to the American Badass. Look, he did have one line that cracked me up, was when he was like, phenomenal my ass. He said that was good. And there was also that unholy trinity thing he was talking about, or evil trinity.
So I'm not sure if he's talking about like a different look to his character, different just gimmick,
or is he bringing guys with him to
take on Gallows and Anderson.
Gallows and Anderson, maybe Kane or Return of the Mankind. Who knows? Maybe somebody from his past,
Mankind or something like that.
Yeah, someone from his past. I don't know. He does have the what's that group that he had back in the day? He has a tattoo.
The BSK.
The BSK. Maybe I don't know if any of those BSK guys are still alive, but like maybe something like that will come up, but it should be interesting. We still know what a Boneyard match is, like you said.
So we don't know what the match is, but I was excited for the feud beforehand just because I'm a big, huge AJ Styles fan.
Or a mark.
Yeah, a mark for AJ Styles. But now I think everybody should be excited about it just because the promo Undertaker was able to cut and different looks. So now it feels, not to say it feels fresh, but it feels a little bit fresher than seeing the same Undertaker every single year, doing the 1 to 2 matches a year. And you know, because it gets to a point that everybody right now is like, you know, is Undertaker going to retire yet or no? Because the streak is over. So what's the point of him keep coming back? You know.
I mean, I think he's gonna go like Vince until he dies. Basically, I just don't think he's ever gonna retire.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely said he has more matches behind him than in front of him. He knows that, but whatever. It's cool. It's like at least it's always good to change it, and it's actually refreshing that he's kind of moving away from the mythical Taker to the more grounded Taker, which is always good to see. We haven't seen that in maybe 15 years.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I'm excited for the match. I'm excited for it. I don't know what the hell a Boneyard match is.
I'm excited to see what the hell they even come up with the terms of a Boneyard match. Like what is going to play into that. Well, I'm really excited about that, actually.
And obviously Vince does not like the empty arena or having matches in an empty arena, as we can see, because he keeps giving squash matches or just showing old matches. So maybe we're going to see more outdoor, somewhere else stage matches. So we'll see what happens.
But that, I really like the promo and everything like that. And then you saw at the end a tombstone behind him appear, because he did say he will make AJ Styles rest in peace, and it had AJ Styles' birth date and I guess the end of his life being WrestleMania. So not sure which day. I think this is gonna be a Saturday match. I think it's gonna be Saturday.
Have they really even set that up yet? Like, is Raw Saturday, SmackDown Sunday?
They've hinted at certain matches being certain days. Later on, when we get into what happened with Kevin Owens, he does say his match against Seth Rollins will be Saturday. So I don't think they're splitting up brand by each day. I think they're just splitting up. I'm not sure what the main event of Saturday will be or Sunday. So we'll see what they haven't announced that, but I'm not sure when this match will take place. But that's takeaway number 1, guys. Next thing on the show, Becky Lynch showed up in her 18-wheeler, her big
truck,
rig again,
her semi,
which I heard that was supposed to be for her WrestleMania entrance. That's why they had that truck. She was supposed to come into Raymond James Stadium using that truck as part of her extravagant
Stone Cold style.
So now they're just using it like that. So she comes out. And the beginning of this is bad because she comes out sounding like she's going to cut a promo, and she basically just cuts to, like, there's an intro to the WrestleMania 35 match, the triple threat main event between her, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte. And then it's funny because, like, the match plays is an hour-long, thing.
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes at least.
Yeah, and then she's still standing there after the match takes place. Like, she sat there, she stood there and watched
the whole match. It's like she went out, took a shit, had a coffee, came back out, call it a day. It's like, come on, man.
So
it's so stupid.
She does the intro to that, and then the match is over, cuts back to her. She talks about, Shayna Baszler, and this is takeaway number 2, guys, right here, because of the promo and what happens afterwards. So she cuts a really good promo, an intense promo towards Shayna Baszler, and basically saying that, what Baszler is trying to do is do what her friend Ronda Rousey couldn't, and taking that title off of her, because so many people have tried and they haven't been able to. Obviously, they took the SmackDown title off of her, but not the Raw one. The Raw one she's been able to hold on for
a whole year now.
Yeah, for going on the entire year. So then she's cutting the promo, and then out of nowhere, you just see Shayna Baszler, boom, clutch her up right there in the spot.
Which I called last week, because I said that she was going to get her payback, and instead of using a weapon or a chair,
she was going to choke her out. Yeah,
choke her out.
It fits more into her character,
style.
right? To the cage fighter, the MMA style.
Just like making myself look right,
Which I did like, though, is that she cinched it in tight, and then she was kind of like picking her up and tossing her a little bit, holding it.
Like ragdoll style.
Yeah, and then she threw her into the announce table, and then she did that same maneuver that she did on Liv Morgan in the Elimination Chamber, where she grabs her in like a kind of a powerbomb position, but swung her head right into the announce table, and then she grabbed the title, held it, and then threw it on top of Becky Lynch. But it's the reason to takeaway number 2 is just because the build to this match, I think, has been very, very well done. It's it's been as good as not as good, but close to the build of the feud between Randy and Edge, which I think that's the best build to a feud in this entire Mania, or a storyline rise for a while in WWE. But I really like the way they're building this. They're not saying a lot, and they're not making like a ton of contact with each other. What they're doing is very quick and brutal and effective. So that's the way I like the way they've been handling it.
And they really pushed Shayna to be a monster, and it's believable because she looks like a monster. The way
remember, there was those rumors before Elimination Chamber where she had the match against Kairi Sane. That the rumor was that Vince wasn't excited by her in her performance in that match, and she didn't feel like she was dominant enough.
But again, these are rumors and innuendos. Doesn't mean they're true story.
Doesn't mean they're true.
Just because you hear somebody heard from some guy that was walking by the office doesn't mean it was true. But obviously, he believes in her enough to put her in a like probably the second match or maybe the biggest match at Mania this year.
Yeah.
So, you know,
This
I mean,
this may end up being this actually may be end up being the main event of the second night. Cause I'm hearing that Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar will be the main event of the first night, and they're planning on making Goldberg and Reigns main event night 2, or vice versa. Now Reigns officially out. He said it himself. You know, good on him if he doesn't want to take the chance. It is what it is. Whatever he feels most comfortable doing, but. Now I think this match will be the main event of either Saturday or Sunday, depending on.
Wow, so back-to-back women's matches ending, or Becky Lynch basically
both
ending.
Becky Lynch, yeah. So I do think Shane is going to win this match and get the title off of her.
You think? I think Becky's going to keep going.
Unless you plan on running the feud longer than this.
I guess maybe not. Now that I think about it, I think more about like the inner fan wants Becky to win. Just because like Becky's such a badass, and I feel like she just can take the belt and go for another year really with it. I'm not sure if Shayna Baszler can carry the belt. I think it'd be more of a transition champion where she'd win it and then she'd give it right back to Becky maybe a couple months down the road. That's how I feel. I just don't feel like her promos are up to par.
Yeah,
and she's not really at the level to, you know. Yeah, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, maybe we have a surprise from Ronda Rousey and helps her win.
Maybe
they create something like that. Maybe they finally do the four horsewomen stable. Yeah, going against each other. Maybe not against each other, but maybe Becky going against all 4 girls, and maybe it causes an issues like that way. But yeah, you're right. Like I don't see her being able to carry it on the flagship show, like cutting those promos, those long. Because remember NXT, she didn't have to cut those promos like that.
No, because she's just it's a shorter, smaller crowd, smaller everything.
Yeah.
But
so she's a little more protected. But on the bigger stages, like the bigger crowds, when they do have crowds, when they go back to normal. But just holding like a 15-minute opening of the show promo that they do on the main roster.
She can't do it.
I don't think she's going to be able to run that. So
not yet. I mean, maybe down the line.
Unless she gets a little bit of a mouthpiece with her, more of like a female Brock Lesnar
style.
Yeah, but I don't think she's going to be out there. Because like you remember when Rousey would cut her promos, she was really like hit or miss. She was stumbling a lot in her promos. Some of it just sounded weird.
And Becky is just so good. Like Becky's just so good. Like
I think Becky's just so confident right now in herself that whatever she's doing, she's knocking it out of the park basically.
I mean, they could go in there I mean, you could go in there just have Shayna dominate and do it that way, or just have a close match, maybe some type of like smash finish. I don't know, but I just feel like she's hot, man. She's the best. She's the number one performer in the company, maybe in all of wrestling right now. So
yeah, I mean, they could have her lose or some screwy finish. And then maybe she'll go away for a little bit and then come back.
Yeah,
they like, do that. Maybe she wants
SummerSlam style.
Maybe her and Seth want to take a break.
Well, are they getting married or whatnot?
Yeah, so maybe they're gonna do their wedding or something like that, or they just want to spend some more time together. That's another possibility. So we could see how that plays out. But guys, this is a show of, for me it was up, down. So we were the up on the Undertaker promo. We went down on the replay match that they keep doing. They keep replaying older matches. And they went up with the Shayna Baszler, Becky Lynch thing. And they go back down with a squash match. Now, for you to have squash matches on a show that doesn't have any wrestling whatsoever, basically, it makes no sense to me. But Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley match could still happen at WrestleMania. So they just want to have Aleister Black come out and face Jason Cade, a local competitor.
Man, and you remember these names so well. I mean, at least this was a little longer. It's probably like 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. But just but it's like one around house kick to the face and it's over.
Yeah, so it makes no sense. You don't want to have wrestling on the show, right? Because you obviously already thrown that out there. You don't want to have any wrestling, and you have squash matches. It makes no sense. Like, it's just worthless and it's pointless. And I'm going to tell you right now before I forget, this is the shit that sucked on the show, this squash match, because the match already, we didn't care about Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley to begin with. We love Aleister Black. Bobby Lashley is what he is, but we don't really care for the match itself. So you could have had Aleister Black. If you want to make him look good going into a match against Bobby Lashley, have him face a Cedric Alexander. Have him face a Ricochet. Have him face Buddy Murphy again.
For 40 minutes because you're going to kill time anyway.
Have him go out there.
Instead of us watching a match from 5 years ago, it doesn't make any sense.
They did the match thing twice where they showed.
Yeah.
Real quick, we'll get into the other match. It was Brock Lesnar and Rey Mysterio from Survivor Series.
Yeah, come on, just random.
Let's just do a random. So it's like pointless. Who cares? I know they want to play the match into the promo later on, but it's pointless. So that's the shit that sucked, guys. Just before I forget, because I always do. That's my thing. That shit that sucked was the fact that they had this squash match in there. Have
I
Aleister Black
feel
go
like you're
against
cheating there.
have Aleister Black go against somebody else to get some TV time. Have him go against like Chad Gable. Have him go against somebody else. Who cares? But not do a squash.
I mean, I feel like we don't even see this match. Like, is Bobby Lashley even allowed to fly, or had they recorded this match 3 weeks ago and called
They
it?
could have because they do have some of their matches recorded, so it is what
That's
it is.
probably a match they recorded.
Now since Bobby Lashley's still in his WrestleMania match, this falls into the next segment of the show, which was supposed to be Street Profits, Kevin Owens versus the team of Seth Rollins and obviously Angel Garza and Andrade, who were supposed to go for the tag team titles at WrestleMania, but now they're saying Andrade has a rib injury. Who knows if it's a rib injury or if he's quarantined, but I think it is a rib injury that he has. He's not clear to compete. So instead of just getting rid of that match entirely because it made no sense, and it was pointless and nobody cared about it, it was just thrown together at the last minute, they decided to add Austin Theory from NXT, former Evolve fame, to this match to partner up with Angel Garza, which, don't get me wrong, Austin Theory could be a megastar. He obviously has the look and the in-ring style, but
it's kind of early.
He's kind of early. He's only 22, and then you're gonna throw him into a Mania match already. And he's gonna have a tag team title match. To me, it makes no sense. So
I feel like they were just like, we're in Orlando. Who's the closest guy?
Yeah.
You know, living in the area.
Like, he was probably working on the performance center. Like, yo, come on, let's just jump in.
We need you. Yeah, that's it. And now you're at WrestleMania, buddy.
Now you're at WrestleMania. So now the match ended up being Street Profits, Kevin Owens versus Seth, Austin Theory, and Angel Garza. This was a good match, cool match. There was one spot at the end before the match ended. I'm not sure if it was a mess up, but so Montez Ford throws Austin Theory out the ring. Mm-hmm. He gets hyped up to do a dive out, and it looks like Seth Rollins was late on the grabbing of his legs from the outside.
Yeah, he was late.
He continued the move and flipped out the ring, and Austin Theory wasn't even looking at him.
Yeah.
And kind of turned to the side like, oh, shit, he's falling, and kind of just threw his arm out a little bit, and he took a nasty bump, boom, right down the outside, Montez Ford. Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened there. That was –
spot monkeys can happen when you hit those spots, man. That's what happens. Yeah,
I'm
sometimes
not sure,
you crash and burn.
I'm not sure who's at fault there. I don't know. I think it plays more into the non-experience of Montez Ford, where he needs to, if that's the spot where he's supposed to get tripped up by Seth Rollins before he makes the run to do the jump, he's got to act, even if Seth Rollins doesn't make any contact, act like, either he did make contact or turn around knowing that he tried to do it, instead of taking that big ass bump, knowing the guy outside is not there to catch you. That's a real dangerous move.
And it's a 6-man match. Sometimes you just get guys flopping around, flying around. It gets confusing. It becomes a shit show sometimes. And that was a shit show of a match that was probably thrown together an hour before. And, let's make a matchup.
So we got that crazy spot. Hopefully Montez Ford is okay. I'm assuming, so let's see what happens. Now, takeaway number 3 of the night is what happened after the match. I was surprised they did it because they normally don't do that. After the match, Kevin Owens so the match ends with that bump, and then Kevin Owens hitting the stunner on Angel Garza. Kevin Owens gets the pin, wins. As soon as he gets up from the pin, he gets curb stomped by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins leaves, and then they come back, and then Kevin Owens sitting in the ring. He's cutting a promo. Takeaway number 3 is the promo Kevin Owens cuts because it was a very solid promo, and he actually used the word dipshit on TV, on USA, so I was surprised.
A lot of cursing on, it's WrestleMania week when people are cursing on Raw.
Yeah, there's a lot of the word bitch and ass thrown around the show, so so that was thrown out there. He was just basically talking about how everything was given to Seth Rollins, whether he had somebody with him helping him, or if not, he did something behind the scenes to get the way he wanted, and basically saying that he's gonna have his WrestleMania moment at the expense of Seth Rollins. So, we obviously know that match is coming. He's going to finally get him one-on-one, and it should be awesome. But I really did like his promo. I really liked the way he sat down for most of it and was quiet. He got up, and the intensity came out when his voice raised. So it was really good, and it was cool to see that they had a longer promo after the match.
And he needed that because he, last week, Seth Rollins killed him on the mic, had an epic promo, shut him up. He didn't have a comeback to it, so he needed this moment. And he gets curb stomped in the match. You're like, damn, what's going on with Kevin? But they're playing like the good underdog story. Yeah. He's ready to go. Like you said, it started off real slow on the floor, but he came up, he started getting intensity, and then now you're excited for the match, which should be a hell of a brawl between two of the best guys in the company.
Yeah, and he's going off of what Seth Rollins said last week. Remember, Seth Rollins said this whole performance center is because of him. Everything Kevin Owens has, he get through NXT, and the performance center where he's at now is because of Seth Rollins, right? Yep. And he's saying that, that's not true or whatever, and that everything there is made in spite of him because he was such a nightmare to deal with. He says
douchebag
during the FCW days and all stuff like that. He thought he was better than everybody and all that stuff like that. So
which we've heard before, because there was times where like NXT, he thought that he was down there too long. He was complaining about being there so long, and Triple H told him to just relax. It's going to be your day one day. And so I mean, it
ended up working out for him, right? So
again, it's more of they're playing with some of the real, like the realness of life in all of these kind of feuds. There's all like a bunch of real life issues that they're bringing out.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think everything is a little bit more personal this year around, which is good because they need to do it's more grounded and more personal. So the next thing on the show is takeaway. Where are we at? Number 4 of the night.
Yep.
And that is the Edge promo backstage by himself in the dark. Now this was a tremendous promo from Edge. Him and Randy, I don't know what it is, but they're getting the best out of each other at this point. And this plays into Edge's promo because he's saying that Randy's been the best he's ever been because of Edge. So Edge brings that best out of him. And we've seen it in the promos Randy's cut recently, how good they've been and how different they've been from his normal promos that everybody kind of got tired of and nobody really liked. And it's just brought out more out of him, and that's the promo that Edge cut on him.
And Edge, I mean, he's been gone for 9 years. He's had a lot of thinking. He's probably seen wrestling on a different, from the outside looking in. He's in his 40s. He's been doing it a long time. His promos are perfect. Let's face it. It's an awesome promo. Got you excited. The intensity, just still putting Randy down, but still putting him over. That's like the key to a promo, to make him look strong at the end of the day and make you want to care about the match. And Edge is just like on top of his game and giving the best promos right now in the entire company. And I'm not sure if he's being scripted or what, or I know that there've been less scripting in some of these promos.
No, I think they probably give Edge like free reign to go do it.
Yeah, because Edge killed it. That was one of the best promos I've seen from anyone. AEW, doesn't matter, TNA, doesn't matter whoever the hell. It's one of the best promos I've seen in a long time.
No, it was a really, really good promo, and like I said, they're taking out the story is written there already because of the neck injury, and he's been out for 9 years, so that's easily there. Like that's easy to go with because that story is already kind of there. All you gotta do is build on top of it, and which they have. Where us taking the concerto as like serious to be knocking him, almost making him retire again, is kind of like ridiculous. Yeah, because so many people have been hit by that thing. But other than that,
he had a weak little neck, so
he did have a weak little neck. But still, other than that, it's just the promos they've been cutting, and they get the best out of each other. These guys have tremendous chemistry together. They're friends.
They've always in real
life. Yeah, they're friends in real life, so it plays well on screen, and they're very good with each other. And everything they've been doing is making this match, the last man standing between Edge and Randy Orton, the match everybody cares most about in WrestleMania.
Yep, and you're always been a mark for Rated R. This is why your channel is called Rated R, basically for Edge. So
yeah,
and your gamer tag's Rated RKO. So
yeah. So I've always been once Rated RKO got together, that was like everything for me. Like that team together, that name, the combo, the music. When Randy used to have his old music, the combo when they used to cut it back and forth. I loved everything about that team. The short run that they had.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah. I mean, my Xbox gamer tag rated RKO after that. And I still keep the Rated R name because I'm not gonna put the KO in there, obviously. But I still keep the Rated R name because I was a huge fan of that tag team together, and I'm a huge fan of both these guys. And obviously, they're legends, and they continue to put out great work. Obviously, they understand especially at this point in their lives in their career, they understand the way to cut a good promo, how to get people invested, and how to make a story well and great.
And if you're Chris Jericho and Matt Hardy podcast from a couple weeks ago, Chris Jericho said, once you hit 40, you start knowing what this business is all about. And Edge is there, and Randy's been there. He's not 40 yet, but he's close enough where he's reached a level where like it's more character driven and getting that connection with the fan about caring about the match. It's not about the moves, it's not about the 450, 750 planchas, tope suicidas, all that crap. It's about making you care about what these two guys are
doing. About. Yeah, exactly.
And that's what they're doing a great job of.
Yeah. So again, now remember this show up and down. So we have a high. It's at its peak right now, and it drops hard down. Because you have Asuka versus Kaden Carter, and another kind of like squash match.
I mean, the highlight was Asuka just doing a little like DJ dance.
Yeah, so she wins the match. She beats Kaden Carter. She goes.
She goes. It
starts cutting her crazy. Her crazy gibberish. a crazy gibberish promo that nobody can understand. It doesn't even sound like Japanese, whatever she's saying, but it's very odd. I don't know why they keep giving her the time to do this. I guess Vince maybe finds it entertaining. I find it kind of bad.
Vince finds this entertaining, but like Matt Hardy, Broken Matt, no clue, no care about it.
I have no idea what
all
this
these
is
other
on.
all these other guys, but this is what he likes. Some chick with green paint over her face and sitting there dancing and talking gibberish. I mean, I don't even care. They made the match between Kairi Sane and Nikki and Alexa.
It's Kairi Sane, guy.
I always say her name. Whatever her name is. Kairi Sane.
So it's the Kabuki Warrior. They announced the match. While she's there dancing and acting weird.
No idea.
They announced the match right there at the announce table that it's going to be Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors of Mania for the women's tag team titles. I mean, absolutely nothing now and haven't been defended in forever. That match is happening. Nobody cares at this point. And
it sucks because like Asuka's a beast when they just let her be like a monster.
They're all good. All four of them are good. Yeah. You know, you got Nikki Cross, who has, when she was in NXT playing that wild woman crazy person gimmick, that was awesome. It came off very well. Alexa Bliss, the cocky, arrogant heel that she was, played off very well. The injuries kind of slowed her down. Asuka, we all knew she was, when she was undefeated in NXT, and it kind of fell off after she lost at WrestleMania 34 against
2 years ago
against Charlotte. It fell off at that point. Kairi Sane won Mae Young Classic and became NXT champion, women's champion, and everything looked great for her. And then becomes the main roster and kind of fizzles out. Well, the titles right now mean nothing. And
well, they ruined her when she got rid of the pirate gimmick.
She came
out with a little like boat wheel she would come out with.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
That. But okay, so high with the Edge promo, low with the squash match, and it's gonna flatten out with another replay. I know this is just leading into the Brock Lesnar promo afterwards. So, like we said before in the video, is the replay Survivor Series, Rey Mysterio with Dominic against Brock Lesnar,
which was fine.
Which is a fun match. It's a fun match,
fine.
Whatever.
But do we need to see it again?
Yeah, we need to see it again. Yeah, we didn't need to see it again. But again, it plays into the Heyman promo. This is takeaway number 5 of the night because I always enjoy a good Heyman promo because he always, especially when it gets closer and closer to the event, he starts to hype it up a lot. He's one of the best hype men there is. And
one of the best.
He comes out. Yeah, he comes out there and cuts a really good promo. And he's also hyping up Drew McIntyre by saying he's special compared to all the legends past, all the people in the locker room. And he even throws a jab at AEW by saying that, pointing to the locker room, going to the back of WWE, he says it's the most talented roster, a group of talent in professional, like in the industry altogether.
Yep.
So basically saying that, the wrestlers in WWE are superior to the wrestlers in AEW. So
teach their own.
Yeah. He cuts the promo, and basically saying that, he was special. Drew McIntyre special and special compared to everybody, but so was The Rock. So was the Immortal Hulk Hogan. So was
John Cena, Shawn Michaels,
Randy Couture, all those
guys.
Kurt
Angle, all these guys.
Angle, throwing those guys. Undertaker, and Brock Lesnar beat them all. And he said the go home. He said this is a go home segment because the pay-per-view is this weekend, and then next year on Raw, the go home segment for next year's WrestleMania will look exactly the same with Brock Lesnar standing here with the title on his shoulder.
Yep, not great promo. It's Paul Heyman. I mean, what else did you say? Brock doesn't even have to move. He just sits there.
He doesn't have to do anything. It's like it's been going on for so many years, but I still like it. I still like Brock not saying anything
because it still feels big fight. Like it just feels like every time it's just a big fight because it's Brock and he's gonna give everything. He's gonna make it a hell of a match. He's believable as all hell. He'll kill anyone. He's proven it before. So it's Paul Heyman.
And for me, is when I say a Brock match, I don't care about the beginning is cool when he dominates. I'm waiting for the spot where he gets hit and it starts selling like crazy after that.
Where he's like falling back or he starts bleeding
with the wobbly legs all over the place,
sweating all over the place, and that's when it's good. I think the only match where I didn't enjoy was when we went to WrestleMania in Dallas. Against
Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley.
That was a terrible match because it was just him destroying Mox or Ambrose, whatever.
Yeah, that was a bad one. I was expecting so much more out of that match.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
And they just replayed it, I think this past weekend on
on
ESPN.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up, because this tag match was awful.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's Brock and Paul Heyman, and it's exciting, and we're excited for some Claymore kicks and some F5s and Suplex City.
I really think this is going to be the crowning moment for Drew McIntyre. I'm pretty sure he's going to win.
It's all set up for him.
I think they're just booked, and I especially think from Heyman himself, he's building him up to be the guy.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be the one.
Did you see Drew McIntyre's workouts last week?
No, I saw like a picture of it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah. That dude was like running through the mountains of Scotland.
Oh yeah, and he's picking up a biggest stone.
Biggest stone. I was like, he just looks like a freaking monster. He just looks like Sabretooth from the X-Men.
Yeah. No, he's obviously has the look now, because the look when he was his first run wasn't it. The one he has now, it's definitely the look.
Yes.
Of a star, of a megastar, and he just you could tell that he knows what his character is. He knows who he is. He knows what he's supposed to do, and he's gonna get better at it. So I think it's gonna be the moment. This is gonna be the crowning achievement for him, and it might be the passing of the torch from Lesnar to McIntyre, and maybe Lesnar kind of goes away.
Well, at one point, Vince McMahon did come out about 10 years ago or 11 years ago and said, "This is the next big thing in wrestling." It was Drew McIntyre. And I mean, it took him to 11 years, but it looks like he might be the next big thing.
He was handpicked by Vince McMahon back then as his next champion, or his future champion, his future number one guy, face of the company. It didn't really work out. He wasn't ready for it, but now he definitely is. And there's nobody out there who's going to say otherwise, I don't think. You have to be psychotic to think otherwise, that Drew McIntyre is not the guy at this moment in time.
You got to be an indie mark not to hate it. And even though, I mean, I'm sure all the indie guys like it too.
Yeah, I like him too. Yeah. Now, but this is the thing. So you build him up like this. Now, this is another thing, like going back to the Edge thing, right? The Edge promo. And we're super excited for that match. We love the build-up. The build-up's been great. Can the match disappoint now? Now there's a lot of hype behind it. You're excited. If the match disappoints, then what? It's kind of like, fuck. It's a letdown.
I just think this Mania is going to disappoint because it doesn't feel like Mania, because it's really not Mania. It's just, it's put together. It is what it is. But it's going to take something back from all the matches, and all the endings are not going to feel the same without a crowd, because it adds to the entire environment, the entire feel of it. So they're all going to be kind of letdowns. But if these guys can go out there and just have a great match, hopefully the announcers are ready.
No, I know that. Like I'm saying, like, okay, Edge, like the match may disappoint. So like the story, it kind of sucks. But what I'm saying with Drew McIntyre is that this could be his crowning achievement. We could all be super happy, but it's what happens after he wins.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
what he does
the next
after.
Thing.
Him and when he delivers his promos is realistic, believable, and everything like that. He has to continue to do that, but also the way they book him.
Yeah, I mean, booking is important, but booking is probably like the key to it.
But you can make bad booking work sometimes. It may not look like it's going to be good, but you can make it work. Hopefully he does, and hopefully they work with him properly and book him properly so he can become that guy and not feel like he's force-fed.
Now, he's being force fed, but it's something that we like. Like it's not like a Roman force fed.
Yeah, because it's not what it is previously.
Yeah, but who's his dance partner going to be? That's the thing. It's like he can go in there and cut great promos, but if we don't care who he's wrestling, or he's not believable who he's in a program with, or the booking is stupid, we've seen that happen a bunch of times. But everything's right there for him. He has the brass ring right there where he can take it and be the next guy. He has the look, he has the promo, he has the skill. I mean, they need to just take him and let him run with it, and that's how. And hopefully,
and he has the fact that he was there before, left.
Yeah, everything is there.
Went through NXT, was hot in NXT, and now he's there. So
it's all there.
We're super excited. WrestleMania the Saturday and Sunday. We still have NXT.
Two nights this Wednesday. So big.
Yeah, it's too big for one night, which is stupid, but they keep saying it. And then we got SmackDown, and obviously WrestleMania this Saturday. We'll come out with videos for every single one. WrestleMania videos will come out Saturday night, Sunday night. So check out those. Obviously, you're going to be watching the pay-per-view. We're going to give you our takeaways from those events. So we got a lot coming out this week. Thanks for watching the video, guys. That's the end. I already hit the shit that sucked, obviously, before I forgot. That's the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Club Guy Mike, a.k.a. Footsmania,
a.k.a.
Michael, a.k.a. my hermano. I'm Radar 25. You know what it is. Remember, guys, if it doesn't work for you, brother, do not do that job. Also, check out Dark Side of the Ring. I think a new episode drops this week. Check that shit out. If you didn't see the Chris Benoit, make sure you watch that. New Jack is what it is?
New Jack tonight.
All right. There you go.
Crazy Psycho New Jack.
That's gonna be nuts. All right, so make sure you tune into that. Also, WWE Network finds watch the Untold series. They have a lot of Untold. WWE
Yeah,
Untold.
it's really good.
It's good shit.
That Sting one,
Rodman Malone one is really
yeah,
good.
Sting and Rollins, that one was good too.
Yeah, that's gotta be Kane.
It's gotta be, yeah.
That one is good too.
Yeah,
watch all those.
good.
They're short. They're 20 minutes long, 25 minutes long. Watch all those.
Really
Something to watch on the network while we're all
it's
quarantined.
better than Raw and SmackDown.
It's better than Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, so watch those things. Watch Dark Side of the Ring. Check those things out. We'll catch you later, guys.
Peace. Later, Marks.